I have so much to talk to you about. We have limited time. I guess we should get the Jews out of the way because I agree with you on pretty much everything, but I'm a Jewophile.
Yeah.
Zionist, love them. Does that like churn in your gut when I say that?
No, not
I
really.
love Jews.
Okay, that's it.
Who was that guy? Cody Derbyshire? I haven't checked in on Chestnut Couch Face. What the fuck's his name?
I don't know.
He's a groiper. He tried to get on this network. Cody Chesternut?
Cody Chesternut?
What's his?
Oh, Pine Sap. Is that who you're
No,
talking
not
about?
that. No. This is long ago.
Oh, okay.
He had his own show, and I think it was with you. I think you guys had a falling out. Oh, fuck. I'm starting out a show with the guy.
James Alsop?
No, it's a really weird name.
Oh.
Like Crispy Chester Buttons.
I don't know any Crispy.
Fuck. Look that up, Sean. I don't know what to look up. But anyway,
Yeah.
I would say like I'm a Zionist and stuff. And I could see him go, because I was on his show a couple of times. I guess just to sort of start at the end, and then we'll go do all the fun stuff later. Let's get some thumbnails too. The biggest thing I want you guys to know is that the Jews are not a monolith. And we've had this argument before.
Yeah.
And you go, yeah, well, I feel like there's a kinship there. And there absolutely is not. Like my family is kind of Catholic, Irish, Scottish, and they fucking hate the English. And the fact that I was born in England was just like, it was like I was gay or retarded. Like they still love me, but there's this horrible thing that happened. And there's no reverence. There's no like, well, if it came down to it, like for example, when the Scots, when the English were playing soccer against Spain, if you're in Wales, all the Scots are cheering every time Spain gets a goal. The Welsh are kind of freaked out by that. They're sort of split on the English thing, but like they want England to suffer, and that's how Orthodox and Hasidic, and even secular Jewish conservatives feel about these ADL, SPLC Jews.
Right. Well, yeah, I talked about that on my show the other night. ADL just got kicked out of the FBI, and who was celebrating it was the ZOA. It was Mort Klein. It was Ben Shapiro. It was Joel Pollack at Breitbart. And you're right, they've all been anti-ADL ever since 2015, because that's when Jonathan Greenblatt took over, and he's a Democrat partisan. But I would say that what is the cause of the conflict? It is an internal battle. It's an intra-Jewish conflict. And what I mean by that is they're debating about ultimately what is best for the Jews. And the left-wing Jews believe in liberal universalism, that that's the best for the Jews. And the Israeli right, the American right in Jewry, they think that Israel needs to be as strong as possible and as identitarian as possible. That's a last refuge.
Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
Hello, I'm Gavin McInnes.
And together we're Compound Censored.
And we would like you to subscribe with this deal using this promo code right below me right now.
Do it, because it's very entertaining.
I disagree. I think they want what's best for the West. And you know how many Jews hate Israel, right? Like even Hasids in Israel, the reason they refuse to join the IDF is because they don't support Israel. They say, we're here too early. We're supposed to wait for Christ.
Right.
So within the Jew world, within the Jays, the animosity towards Israel is, I'm just pulling this out of my ass, I'm going to say 50%.
I don't think it's 50%.
If you include all the seculars, all the Hasids, you're going to get north of 40.
Inside Israel or globally?
Globally.
But I don't think that they hate Israel. I think that they hate the Likud party, the liberal ones. I think they hate Netanyahu. George Soros.
I want to separate that.
Which?
They hate the concept of Israel, even the ones that are there. Separately, Israelis are not a fan of Netanyahu at all.
Well, why do they keep electing him? He's a longest
It's like Justin Trudeau. It's a parliamentary system, and once you get your foot in the door, you can sort of expand forever. Like Justin Trudeau did 3,000 terms.
But maybe they don't like him, and he's certainly less popular now, but they support everything he's doing. It's like 80% approval for the war in Iran.
I didn't know this was going to get so heated so fast. I disagree again.
It's just the facts.
No, you say they support what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
These Israelis that I know are furious about October 7th. They agree with you, I assume.
Yeah.
I assume that you believe, and as I do, that they let it go on too long.
Well, I think they just let it happen, period.
Right. I don't know the percentage. Probably almost half of Israelis agree with that, and they're fucking mad because they were killed.
Right, yeah.
They had to fight with their own guns, protecting their own homes.
Right.
Which they did a great job at, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good at that. Well, they all have military service. But there was the leader of the opposition did an op-ed in the New York Times, Benny Gantz, in the Israeli government. And, France and the UK, they're all recognizing Palestine. And the leader of the opposition in the Knesset came out and said, if you think you're against Netanyahu by being against these policies, he said, you're wrong. He said, you're against all of us. He said, because everyone in the government and most of the people, we support what Netanyahu's doing. So in other words, he said, don't get it twisted. Don't think that you're just opposing him. He said, this is the bipartisan security consensus of Israel after October 7th, and that consensus is that it's unacceptable to have Hamas and Gaza in close proximity to Israel because of what is possible, what they demonstrated.
Okay, so when I think of Netanyahu, I think of a warmonger who wants to pick a fight with Egypt, who wants to pick a fight with Lebanon, who would love to provoke Iran to the point where China and Russia get involved, and we have a global World War III. Jews don't want that.
I don't think they want World War III, but I do think they want to destroy Iran. They want regime change in Iran. They always have.
I want regime change in Iran.
I don't.
You like these Muslims taking over ruining that country?
It's not that I like them. It's that they are necessary to check Israel.
I got to turn off this AC because it picks up on the mic.
Can you also move the mic to the other side of your...
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
You don't... I don't think you hate Muslims enough. That's my problem with you. I hate Muslims. Hey!
No, not really. We love everybody, but no, they're really pissing me off though lately.
Who are them?
Yeah, like
Manchester.
The stabbing. Not more like Hassan Piker and like Zohran Mamdani.
These are your bedfellows. That's also on my notes.
I know it's the third worldists. They've these fucking communists and Muslims. They're all anti-Israel.
And the Columbia students, encampment.
Yeah, UCLA. Yeah.
Those are your brothers.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. it's unfortunate.
I mean, I have strange bedfellows too, I guess. Mm-hmm. But we're all over the map here because we're biting off more than we can chew. But I don't think. I just want you to be aware of how many Jews do not support Netanyahu's policies, and that includes Israel. That includes American Jews. My family's been terrorized by my neighbors who are disproportionately Jewish, but they're secular Jews. They're atheist Jews. They are Marxists. They're Bolsheviks. I think one big difference between you and I is when you think of Holodomor, you think of Jews. When I think of Holodomor, I think of atheists. And once you're an atheist and a communist, you're not part of a religion.
Right.
You're everything wrong with humanity. And that's who I want to focus the beef on. Because all these great Jews get caught up in the anti-Semitism.
Like who?
Ezra Levant, Ron Coleman, John Gross, Stephen Miller. Wait, why'd you go like that for Ezra?
Well, he has me blocked on Twitter. That's first. So I don't like that. And well, here's the thing. To me, I just feel like the people you're talking about, fundamentally, they care more about Jews than they care about America.
I passionately disagree with that.
I think that they're like nut jobs about anti-Semitism, spurging out about Jew haters, anti-Semitism.
No, they hate the ADL. You know how much Rebel has done for Christians in Iraq? way more than you and I.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
He was there in northern Iraq. He was there raising money for them to get refuge.
I just question what's really the end game there, because I think that when you look at someone like Ezra Levant, he doesn't strike me as like a Canadian patriot. He strikes me as someone that cares deeply about Jews. And
No, you need to hang out with more Jays, dude. He's obsessed with the attack on these Christian churches all over Canada.
yeah,
Look what he did for Tommy Robinson.
well, and Tommy Robinson's the closest ally. He's a eternal defender of Israel, waving Israel.
Yeah, but that's
flag.
not his priority. That's just a thing. It's sort of like me. I kind of resent having to defend the Jews and talk about Israel because it's like I did this sit down right here with Jake Shields, and it was just this whataboutism. Like, did you know the first terror attack was a Jew? It's sort of like flat earthers.
Yeah.
Like you have to know the thing they're saying to
Right.
be able to refute it. And I'm not an expert on the history of Jews in Israel. But I just see what happens to my friends on the right, and they get caught in this. It's like a black thing where, I can't be a lawyer because the whites have systemic racism.
Right.
It becomes a crutch. And even even the synagogue attack, they're blaming on the Jews. Even Charlie Kirk, that was a lavalier that blew up. Where do you stand on Charlie Kirk?
I thought that's ridiculous. I think it was a left-wing nut job that killed him.
I mean, it's Occam's razor with that until I get more information.
Exactly, right.
Where do you stand? I feel like you've sort of switched recently on the Jays a little bit.
Yeah, people have been saying that, but that's only because I said that Israel didn't kill Charlie Kirk. But I only believe that because I think that Charlie Kirk was pro-Israel.
So that's you loving Jews in this day and age.
Yeah, literally, yeah. That's
Really?
the switch up.
That's
yeah.
all it's based on?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. Because just sort of feeling like we all have our own personal AIs and just sort of feeling the chatter. I was like, oh, Nick's coming around. He's kind of supporting Israel now.
No, I just said that they didn't kill him, which is insane.
I saw you talking recently about how if Israel had its way, it would just take over Lebanon and Egypt and Jordan. And I'm like, good.
Why is that good?
I see Israel as Doge, and I see Islam as corruption and wasting money. And I want to get in there and clean it up.
My problem with Israel doing these things, what they're really aiming for is hegemony in the region. They want to be the great power in the Middle East. They want to have hegemony over that entire region. And that's a very critical region because as India and China rise, they're going to be doing all this trade with Europe, and all that trade is going to go right through the Middle East, the naval land routes. And if Israel is collecting a toll on all that, on like with IMEC, which is the India-Middle East corridor, Belt and Road, they're going to become very rich. And I think that Israel, we have to consider, is sort of like a rival great power because they do whatever they want. They don't answer to us. They infiltrate our system, like our American billionaires, our American congressmen seem to answer to Israel. And it terrifies me that they'll have so much power by themselves and then have so much power over us. Right now, they're pretty weak because they have to deal with Iran. They have to deal with Turkey. They have to deal with, maybe all the Arabs teaming up against them. But if Iran's out of the picture, then they dominate the whole region there.
And then what do they do with this power? They attack America and take over America?
Not that they attack us or take over, but I think that then we're in a competition with them. And then it's a question of, do we really have sovereignty? I think that we're in a position now where we could still, for example, kick all the dual citizens out, register the Israel lobby, this sort of thing. I think that once Israel has all this power, is there going to be a pager attack in America? Is there going to be an intel operation here?
There's Muslim attacks in America. There's the West Side Highway. There's 9/11. There's Fort Worth. There is, you look at all the top mass killings in America, and it's black. It's mentally ill at the top. But third is Islam. So we're already being not decimated. We're already being systematically attacked by Muslims.
But we have freedom to act against Muslims. When Muslims bomb us, we bomb them right back. We bombed Somalia 80 times this year. We bombed Yemen more times in a month than Biden did in a year. We bombed Pakistan. We bombed Iraq. We bombed Syria. But Israel, they blow up our ship, and we don't do anything.
The USS Liberty?
That's just one example.
I think that was a friendly fire.
Brother.